Okay, so I know this is a little different from my usual videos, but since this channel is also my digital diary, I thought why not make a tiny book capsule.
All my love is a lie. Should my friends say to get me by? It hits different.
I'm moving to the UK soon and I'll be leaving most of these books at home. Before I go, I wanted to film a short book tour for myself and for anyone who loves peeking into what's on someone else's shelf. Hi, I'm Dipanji. So happy to have you here. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. On this channel, I document my journey from India to the UK. So let's hang around. And don't worry, this book tour doesn't really have any fancy reviews. It's just the books that have kept me company, comforted me, or completely distracted me when I needed an escape. Some of them I have finished, some of them I'm going through, and there are so many on my wish list which I'm going to get once I reach the UK, like Alexandra Potter's books or more of Chitra Banerjee's books and Simon's Find Your Why series. Basically, all of these books are a mix of psychiatry, fantasy, and guilty pleasures like Twilight, and my all-time comforts like Harry Potter and Chitra's retellings. Overall, everything that makes me me. When I think of comfort, I think of books that feel like home, like Harry Potter, which has been that comfort book for me. No matter how old I get, it's a world I always love to get back to. And recently I took the quiz on Harry Potter's website, and turns out I'm a Ravenclaw. Who would have thought? I always knew I might be Ravenclaw because I am quirky and I obviously love reading and everything. But getting a confirmation has been really good as well. And then there is Twilight and The Host by Stephenie Meyer. These are my teenage guilty pleasures, but they have given me the kind of escape I craved back then, and I will defend them forever, okay? Childhood me also loved the spooky books, like Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and even Dracula and Metamorphosis and books like Goosebumps. I am kind of rereading Dracula right now, and it's wild how differently it hits as an adult. And you know what? Now I'm making my little brother, who is a happy reader himself, go through all of these classics because why not? He is a big Potterhead, but now I'm making him read all of these classics as well. And also tucked between them is The Invisible Man, which is unsettling, yes, but it's the kind of story that lingers in your head. And yes, I do own the full Game of Thrones series as well, but did I ever finish it? Of course not. I started reading it during my med school, but then med school happened and I got busy, and honestly now it feels too daunting to even begin this series. So it just sits there looking very impressive on the shelf while I pretend I might read it one day. These are the books that remind me who I want to be. One Good Thing by Alexandra Potter feels like a warm hug in a book form. It is witty, it's real, it's funny, and it's literally so wholesome. I would always suggest reading it at least once, especially if you are an adult. It would really have a good impact on you. Then comes Chitra Banerjee's books, The Palace of Illusions, The Forest of Enchantments, The Last Queen, and also The Mistress of Spices. So these reimagine history and mythology through a feminine lens, and it has so much boldness and beauty, giving women the voices they always deserved. They are the reason I've started loving reading about history and myth, to be honest. And right now I'm slowly reading The Mistress of Spices, and it already feels like everyday magic woven into her works. It is magical, honestly. I'm also midway through Too Good to Be True by Prajakta. It's still unfolding, but I am enjoying the slow read. Then there is Life's What You Make It by Preeti Shenoy. It speaks volumes about resilience, love, mental health in such a simple but relatable way, and I would honestly suggest you reading this as well. And of course, no bookshelf of mine is complete without the mind. There are my psychiatry handbooks, which were literally so helpful and so handy when I was doing my attachments in the UK, and I can't wait to use them every single day in the future. Medicine is a part of me, especially psychiatry. Then comes books like Being Mortal by Atul and Dr. Cutress by Tanya. Both reshaped how I think about care, dignity, and health related aspects. And then obviously there are thought changers like 101 essays that will change the way you think, and also Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before. Also, Don't Believe in Everything You Think, because these books are short. They are like manuals which would obviously help you if you're going through a rough patch, or even if not a rough patch, they basically have tools to help you reshape your thinking, and hence it is really good. I cannot wait to read Julie's Open When book once I reach to the UK, because you know what the issue is. I want to buy and read so many books, but then I have to stop myself from overspending at the moment, because then I get worried, how will I take all of these to the UK with me? So that's a challenge. So I have to come to a pact with myself that I would be buying myself books once I get there. So fingers crossed. And then comes, for my inner brain nerd, Daniel's Memory Rescue. And also The Brain Is Always Listening, and even most of his books, they made me reflect but also feel oddly helpful, reading how mind can heal itself, and that thought is really a game changer. And then there are my adulting starter kits, books that I have promised myself that I will read and implement in my daily life, like The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Think and Grow Rich, Good Vibes, Good Life, and Surrounded by Idiots and Psychology of Money. Basically, brain, vibes, and finances, and things that would help me properly live an adult life. So, really excited about that as well. At last, I can't wait to keep exploring more Alexandra Potter, more Chitra Banerjee, books on neurodivergence like Ellie Middleton's Unmasked, or even Ali Abdal's Feel Good Productivity. And yes, Atomic Habits, because who doesn't need a nudge towards good habits? For now, this shelf will remain here, but this video would keep it alive for me and remind me how far I've come. And it would be obviously like a time capsule to look back one day. So that is my tiny bookshelf capsule. Part comfort, part curiosity, part adulting, part escape, part mental health. If you have read any of these, or if you have any recommendations, please drop them in the comment, and I will make sure to check out those books for sure, and maybe add them on my UK shelf And one day I'll be happily doing a UK bookshelf tour, and I can't wait to do that with you guys, because books aren't really just stories that we read. These are the stories that we carry with ourselves. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe the channel for more raw vlogs, and send this video to a fellow book nerd or a beginner. See you in the next one. Bye!